Can be one of those episodes. Hell yeah. There's some
It's already
smokes
one.
in this bitch.
It's already one of those episodes because Gringo always talks right when I start recording. This is the couch. I'm DJ Gonzo. That's fucking Gringo Suave, and we have the one, the only legend from New York, Danny Diablo.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Oh, and let me also mention we got the Living Dead grocery right and shotgun right here with me. Say hi.
What's up?
What's
What's
up?
up, LDG?
That's boss lady right there.
Hell yeah. How's that East Coast treating you? You got nice weather out there, Danny?
It was very hot today. It was like 90 degrees.
Oh,
It was
I'm in that
very hot.
Arizona.
Oh
Yeah.
I'm in that
man.
Arizona heat.
Yeah, he was like, that's not a hot summer day.
Oh man. The dry heat.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first thing when I got out here from California and shit. It's a
Yeah.
dry heat.
Dry
But it's
heat.
still hot.
No, man, that sweat evaporates right off of you. Like, as soon as you step outside, it's like, oh, well, I sweat for a millisecond, but it's gone.
Hey, it's better. It's better than like Michigan or fucking North Carolina, fucking humid ass heat.
Yeah, it was very humid today. It was very humid today.
That's right. It gets very humid up there, huh?
Yeah. Fucking sucks. Oh man.
All right. Again, we got a bit to talk about.
Yep.
First thing first is you're not having to slap that guy around from Trapped, right?
that guy. That was a funny, crazy event. I guess. So like I really don't have any problem with that dude. You know, like the dude actually is I read his tweets. It's funny as hell, but he just I guess a lot of dudes and bands that were big and they aren't big anymore. They can't handle that, so it fucks with their head mentally. So he's I guess and when you have a family and kids and stuff like that, it must get it gets really fucked up. So they bug out. They think about it like you have kids now and you're not on top of the world anymore, and you just like you have to go on the road just to pay your fucking bills, bro. And I don't want that. They people send me stuff that he only sold 600 CDs the first week, and everyone's making jokes, but I'm like, listen, I wouldn't want to affect his
Livelihood.
record sales. I wouldn't want to say like, don't buy trap. They're like, he has a family support. That's not very American, right? So like, this is freedom of speech. Even guy's a dick. He says stupid shit. You can say what you want to say. This is America. Try doing that shit in fucking Russia, and I'll cut your hands off and shit. Or cut your tongue out. So just everyone can say what they say, but be nice to each other, man. It is America. So all these people on the news now, this and that, canceling people, it's bullshit. People can say what they say. There's also consequences if you say some shit. So if you're gonna say some stupid shit and say to someone's face, you get punched, don't ask why. Don't press charges when you called this guy a certain name, which you should have done. You mean so?
Right.
Yeah.
And now these young kids, they don't know anything. Right? People hide behind the computer. That's what it is. That's how old I am. I say the computer.
Right.
Yeah, people think they can get away with whatever these days, but
it's crazy. It's crazy.
But no matter, like you're saying, no matter what we do say, you wouldn't wish fucking low record sales on your worst enemy, right?
It's like it's weird. It's weird.
Not to mention, there's guys out there right now wishing they sold 600 that first week.
Oh yeah. Listen. Yeah, but listen. You're an independent artist. 600 records is money in the bank for you. That's a mortgage payment, right?
Right. So definitely.
Just think about that, man. So yeah, like it's crazy.
So Danny, I gotta ask, what did you start with first? It was with hardcore, right? Before hip hop.
No. It's like I grew up. This is the funny thing. I grew up in Jackson Heights, Queens, and my neighborhood it's mostly South American, Latino, and like Italian and Irish. So, but it's mostly Spanish, it's mostly Latino. But when I grew up, I grew up first into hip hop. Like I love like in the early '80s hip hop. My cousins and my uncles that lived before. My mom's from Spanish Harlem. I used to go there every summer. So my mom and dad used to drop me off with my grandma, my abuela. So they could have the whole summer alone with three of us in the house. Three kids. I had a brother and sister. So we would stay at my abuela's house in Harlem, Spanish Harlem. And that's where I saw K-Slay. He used to DJ outside. He used to write Dez graffiti, but he used to do hip hop jams in the park. And I used to watch that outside of the window of my abuela's bathroom window. I used to look out and they'd be in the park, in the project. So in the project. So I grew up.
That's
like,
legit.
oh, shit. Yeah. So that's how I got to graffiti. Then I got to graffiti before anything. Then my friend Teddy Rodas, my neighbor in Jackson Heights, he's an Ecuadorian kid, but he was so into Ozzy and fucking Iron Maiden, and I got into metal first. Then I got into thrash metal. Then I got into hardcore. So I got into like Celtic Frost, Hellhammer, fucking. Then I got into Agnostic Front, but it was like the hard bands first. So Agnostic Front, Carnivore, Overkill,
Damn.
thrash, the thrash bands like what else? Nuclear Assault, the SOD, MOD, shit like that. Like that was my fucking calling. Pestilence, fucking Sepultura.
To the raw.
Yeah, like King Diamond, stuff like that. Venom, shit like that. So then I was like, oh shit, this metal stuff's cool. Iron Maiden is so great, but I can't really talk to the singer of Iron Maiden when I'm in the nosebleed seats in the stadium. So then I went to see hardcore, and I saw Murphy's Law, and I was like, and I was a little kid because my friend John is Jimmy's brother from Murphy's Law. So I used to go to Jimmy's house to steal his weed from Murphy's Law. Me and his brother in 8th grade together, so we steal the weed. So then when I used to see him at shows, or I'd be backstage, I talked to Jimmy. I was like, this is I love Murphy's Law, and I could talk to the guy, and he knows who I am now. It's a whole different world. The scene is like this. How people like there's a juggalo scene for the rappers. Everyone knows each other. The New York hardcore scene is tight. You know what I mean? And it's like it's out of everywhere, every music scene I've been in, and graffiti and the streets and the New York hardcore scene is my family.
That's the family.
No matter what, even like because like and the music I do, people like the rap, whatever. My rap, the way I rap and my thugcore is way different than regular rappers. You know what I mean? I could rap, whatever, but I'm not like a Vinny Paz or a fucking Q Unique or fucking Necro. They could rap. Those motherfuckers rap. You know what I mean? So my thing is that they could rap, but I could rap. I could rap with them and hold my own. But my true innocent is fucking New York hardcore metal, like hard shit. So, but like me and Ice-T are the guys who do both. You know what I mean? But yes, it's cool. It's cool. But my music, you have to listen. You have to like hard music to listen to my music. That's all. Okay? Some people might not like it because they're like, "Oh, he yells too hard." But that's what I do. I don't know anything else.
Dude, I think that new one with Mars is a great intro.
Yo, you know what?
Looking to get into it.
You know what? And that album is so crazy because when we did it, it was like a Frankenstein album, putting things together. Then it was like we're singing and we're doing like gothic stuff. Then there's like punk rock. Then there's like rock and roll, like Everlast type of stuff. So it was really really cool. You know what I mean? And we're two different worlds. You know what I mean? So it's like it's part of history now. So that's cool.
It bridges that gap. Like Mike was saying, we both first heard you on Subnoise.
Yeah.
Me, it was not even La Coca Nostra. It was that track on, I think, Hidden Stash 3.
Oh yeah, Living by the Gun, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No, the funky rhyme.
Oh, funky rhyme. Daddy X. Yeah.
That was the one. And everything I've listened to since, I was like, oh man. Like,
thank you. This is crazy, man. And the funny thing with Subnoise, I didn't know anything about the Cottonmouth Kings. When I came to California, I came from New York City. I had a 2001 demo Scarhead demo, Thug Ozzy. I went to a party. I was hanging with my boy Risk, the Risky West Coast artist, and I met Esteban Oriol and Mr. Cartoon, Sick Jackin, Scared Rob, all these guys, Soul Assassins, Mugs, and I gave out my CD to everyone. I'm talking about, I went to a party, the first LA party. It was like Tom Morello, Kid Rock, and what's the guy? Chris Rock and fucking Rick Rubin and Britney Spears, and I was giving out to everyone, and from there I made friends, and I met Danny Boy from House of Pain. Then we started doing the Shop Blockers, which became La Coca Nostra. And so I'm the one that hooked up La Coca Nostra with the deal to Some Noise.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, and I put them to me and Caves from Lords of Brooklyn once I put them all together because me and Everlast were chilling. We worked on a few songs here, but we're boys. And this is like 98, 99. And Danny Boy was talking to him, and TJ Lethal, shout out to Lethal, shout out to Everlast. They both Lethal was doing his thing too with his shit with fucking Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit. So, yeah. but they all three didn't talk to each other. I put them together, and then they started doing the Coca Nostra. Right? So, which is shout out to Everlast and shout out to fucking DJ Lethal and Ill Bill. That's my man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I thought I knew a lot of Sub Noise history. I did not know that, and I always liked it. Yeah, that was a nice change up because that was around the time Saint came back doing his solo stuff with Haas. You know what I mean? And I come from San Bernardino. I come from in that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy over there. That's like Temecula and all that fucking. The metal militia, the dirt bikes, and all that shit. It's a whole different world, bro. From New York City, that's a whole different world. From LA scene to that scene is different. You know what I mean? So so when I met the people out there like Chucky Chuck, shout out to Chucky Chuck and D-Gaff, Chucky Chuck and the other one, the other kid was named the Saint. No, it's Chucky, Saint, and what's the other kid's name? Gillies. Yo, Gillies cool too, man. So I toured with those guys, and it was cool. Chucky and Gillies always showed me love, and I got to give them mad props, man. And we did songs together.
Is that the Sardine Can tour?
We did. It was the DRP tours.
they were telling us they were all stuck in a van together, and then Chuck got arrested, and the cops said, "Well, congratulations, you get to get out of the sardine can."
Chucky's a good guy.
He took one on that one.
I also went on tour in 2007. Me, I had a hype man, CK Jones. So yeah, me, CK Jones, and DJ Spade, but DJ went on tour with Head PE, and we did a tour with Villa Billies. And I forget that.
I just got turned on to them last night by fucking OPM, man.
Yeah, Villa Billies.
Dope.
So we went on tour together, and I remember I went on tour at Head PE. Like I first met them, I was talking to them. I said, "Yo, I met you guys in Cleveland, Ohio, in 1998. Kent, Ohio. I was doing laundry. I was out there for something, and I was doing laundry in the laundromat, and they thought I was a fan. I was like, "No, I do music, B." I was like, I told them when I was at Toronto, I was like, "You guys thought I was a fucking fan," and they were laughing. I was like, "Yeah, I bet you guys were all fucked up." I was like, and they were sober when I saw them. So I toured with Head PE too, and they.
I love those guys.
Yeah,
have you got packs with them?
But I did. I toured with Head PE with DJ Product, and I would chill and talk. I know he's in the band anymore, but I toured. I did.
Dude, he killed though. Like I tell people all the time about him rocking his turntables.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. Product is a real DJ. He's a real DJ.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
he's most definitely a real DJ.
Shout out to Product, man. He's a good guy.
Most definitely. Fucking, they got a new album coming out. Hopefully, I'm trying to get Jared on.
All right.
Do my little magic and shit. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he'll probably. He's a good guy, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, I've been a big fan of them for a long time. See, with me in New York hardcore, I didn't know shit about anything other than early punk origins and shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't know nothing until I think in Rebel Inc. or Rolling Stone or something. I was reading this about the Black and Blue Bowl.
Yeah, Rebel Inc. Yeah, Rebel Inc.
And then I figured out you were actually, how do you say it? I want to say right, Lord Ezek, right?
Lord Ezek, yeah.
Ezek, there you go. Yeah. And I made the connection because I just figured out about you.
Yeah.
Work on stuff.
See, that's stuff. That's what's crazy stuff. Because like when I do music now, I just say Danny Diablo. It's Lord Ezek, and they say Ezek, exactly. They don't. People, it's too. Plus it's old graffiti name, which was a lot of negativity came around. So Danny, people can say Diablo so easy. So Danny Diablo. So, but yeah, I do the Black and Blue Bowl, and then I do my show the day before the Black and Blue Bowl called Diablo Fest. So it's part of the Black and Blue Bowl. So it's a DMS thing. So it's 3 days of fucking crazy fucking music and partying and fucking a good time, man. So it's cool. This year got fucked up because of the whole COVID-19. So, but next year it's gonna be a big thing, and we're gonna do one in Vegas, and we're gonna do one in I think LA.
Yeah, I think everybody's gonna come back twice as hard next year.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, this shit's crazy, bro.
Pending.
It's like, how crazy that this is happening. It's
Dude,
insane.
How crazy. Walmart emailed me to tell me like, hey, you got to wear a mask in our store now.
It's crazy.
And they're going to enforce it, dude.
Yeah, New York is crazy. New York is crazy.
When it started, I saw a video like some dude broke a Target employee's arm.
Oh.
Like because they were trying to get him to wear a mask. I'm like, all right, Walmart's next, I guess.
Fuck it, man. Yeah, that's a good lawsuit.
But yeah, pending everything going good, I think the underground's going to come back a lot more hardcore than it was, and we're going to see a lot of like baller ass festivals.
Yeah, I think those are the best ones. I think all different. When you do a big festival with all different types of music, and just like hard music, or just music, and then also to smoke weed, it's cool, man. I mean, hardcore punk and fucking and hip hop, underground hip hop all together is amazing, man. Okay?
Oh yeah. Absolutely true. Like my point being earlier was so I came out of Southern California like punk and shit.
Yeah.
So the difference is, so I wasn't really in tune to what you had been doing until you went into hip hop.
Yeah.
So I think where I'm going to lead with this is so there's got to be two different energies between the two types of shows if you're doing separate shows.
Yes. Oh, definitely. It's crazy because with the band, I'm made for the stage with band. That's why when people do hip hop shows and they like, I can't do it, I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. It's so easy. Especially when I do hip hop shit, all I do is I have one of my stupid friends press a button, and they pretend to DJ, and my vocals aren't this shit already. So it's like me rapping over my vocals, so I can't fuck up that anyway. So it's like, if I do fuck up drunk, who cares? Right? It's still the right thing. So it's way easier. When I tour, what do I enjoy better? I love doing Danny Diablo shows, one-offs, because I could go with my lady, she could sell merch, and we could go just like, we're treated like kings everywhere. If I go with my band, it's a fight's gonna break out. It's crazy. The band, someone's late, someone's missing. It's like
there's a lot more moving parts.
Oh, it's like that I get a call from the hotel that something's going on, and they break the whole mirror. I got to pay for it. Yeah, all the time. It's like they're like little kids. These guys are in their 40s. They're all like little kids. You know, but still, it's all that together that makes the whole band, the chaos, and on stage. We fucking bring it all out for 45 minutes to an hour, and it's fucking great. But after the show, it's like, if I go with my girl, my Danny Diablo show, I could go be happy and just like, hey, I got one beer. We'll go get some to eat. But after my show, Scarhead, these guys are fucking doing drugs and they're going nuts and like, yo, chill. It's like we're up to the next day. So we're leaving. We get to the hotel, but the second we have to leave, it's crazy. Yeah. So but that's life. That's the life we chose. I mean,
that's fitting for the two musics. for your hip hop, it's got more of that laid back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then your band fucking around, everything going wrong, just
Yes.
adds to that energy.
It's chaos. It's controlled chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Not controlled. Not controlled. My girl just yelled, "Not controlled." She's like, but yeah, it gets crazy, man. But it's like it's cool because like, when my music, I met so many good people all over the world. You know? And that's more. I could have had a regular job working on the I work construction. You know what I mean? So, but I'm lucky that my boy that I grew up with, my best friend owns a construction company. You know? So I can work there. I'm a flagger. I can work when it's private jobs. I can work hard for 3 days and get paid for good money for those 3 days. You know? I go on the road whenever I want to. You know? But construction sucks, and I don't care. I'm 48 years old, bro. I'm gonna be 49. You know, so it's like even though I'm jacked up and fucking whatever, I'm always motion. I work out. It's still like I understand why my father fucking was always hurting and fucking like just walk. Like this poor guy. You know, like oh. And once you hit 50, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be 50 years old in like 2 years. That's gonna be fucking nuts. You know?
That's what I'm saying. I've been trying to take it easy, but.
Oh yeah.
I had a gravy in January and February, but then all this shit hit, and now I got to do the hard shit that I was doing before that, and my body's just like, hey, no,
It
no,
hurts.
Gringos,
let's not do
Gringo
this.
fool you. Gringo's a youngin'. That's a youngster right there. Hillenberg is young. I'm 42, so I'm starting to feel that, the pains and shit from construction and shit, blown out wrists and shit.
Yeah, everything, man. It's fucking, it sucks, bro.
Now I get in a fight, I got a headbutt.
Stop doing more than construction, man.
What the fuck did you just say? Did you say it's better not doing porno than construction or doing porno than construction? What did you just say?
Hey, it is better to do porno than construction. If it pays the same, I choose porno every day.
Fucking A. Hey, you can see right there on Gringo's forearm, you see he's got a big spade on his forearm.
Oh shit, cool.
Yeah, since way back. And then I got the DGAF.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Big B's Sub North stamp.
That's one guy. Big B. When I first met him, he came out to L.A. to play a show. And I went out. It's crazy, but he went out there and he rose. He's from Vegas. He rose with the Angels out there in Vegas and everything. So then he came out, and I performed L.A. And my boy was the president of the Mongols back then. So it was just funny seeing these people in the same place, and I didn't know anything about politics in California. I was like, "What's going on?" Because I had friends with all of them, and like, they were just looking at each other. I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. But Big B was the first person I met out there that showed love to me. You know what I mean? And Big B is a hardcore kid. He loves hardcore.
He had 187 back in the day.
His family's from Boston, so he moved out west to west. He's a real hardcore New York City hardcore head. So I love you, Big B. Shout out to Big B.
His new album last week,
the felony one.
With the Felons Club, yeah.
I heard that shit's blowing up too.
Dude, it's pretty legit, and they talk about the fact they've gone. Zinger's seen him chart on all these different genres.
That's cool.
Reggae, rock, hip hop, and country.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Whatever he fucking touches, he nails it, man. And
let him do it. He deserves it, bro.
He's doing it being him. Because that's truly him and his personality. He does what he wants to do. This is the way B is.
Yeah.
I've only met him.
He is what he is. And that's all.
But he was a cool dude with me, though. He saw my dad. My dad couldn't make it to the concert. And my dad's got me turned on to him.
Oh,
and
cool.
With a Polaroid of my dad's Cottonmouth King on his wrist. So fucking Big B signed it. Old Stoners Never Die.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. he was doing his own merch and shit back then. Like,
yeah, he's a hard worker. I seen him in Vegas once. I was with me. I was with DJ Muggs, and he was working at the tattoo shop. And I was like, oh yeah, he was running it, manager. And I was like, I had a good time with him, man. Yeah, it's a good guy, bro.
Well, he's the one that really helped. He's the one that really helped push Chucky Chuck, and look how good Chuck's turned out. You know what I mean?
Sure, Chucky Chuck is dope. Chuck's dope.
Chuck's been on a couple times on my show. He was one of the first people to really show me love and shit.
He's a good guy. He's good. Some Noise and Force 5 right now are I guess, combined together. Which is kind of cool. Shout out to the DRP. Because DRP, he manages.
He's been grinding, dude.
That guy, he's my manager. He's the best manager I ever had. Yeah, I had a few managers in my life. So this is for real. I feel at home with Force 5 Records.
Right, and I ain't got nothing but love for Donnie. Like, Donnie's always been like, even me doing my small shit in the beginning, Donnie's always been there for me because I've always supported you guys. Yeah. And Donnie's always been like anything, like me suffering through anything or whatever. I get at him, he talks to me like he's a true.
He's been through it. He's been through it.
He tells me, hey, man, like, I'm sorry I ain't got back to you. I've been busy. I'm like, bro, don't even worry about me. Like,
I was driving up Interstate 55 the other day. And I was just thinking, like, fuck, this is what Primer 55 was named after.
Oh, so I didn't even know that.
because it's the main fucking trafficking route from Memphis and Milwaukee. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Crazy. I always forget he sang for them. He's the second singer. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's now sings for the MOD Classic. He's a good for bouncing back from what he had, the problem he had. That's amazing, bro. Because a lot of people, especially as artists and the scenes that we are in, so there's drugs everywhere, and so it's hard not to fucking do that shit. You know what I mean? So everyone has a cross to bear, and when people point fingers at that, I'm like, my thing is this, like just keep it. If you do anything, if you do drugs, whatever, like listen, I used to party like a maniac, but do I party? Listen, if the time comes right, I party. If I finish an album and my girl goes, let's go to her strip club, I'm doing 2 8-balls and hang out strippers all night. That's what I'm doing. That's all it is. But that's how I live my life. I work hard, I play harder.
No lie. You doing that shit.
So. But the weed stuff, my girl got me smoking weed. I'm like a pothead now.
Y'all got medical in New York, right?
Yeah, they got, but it's nothing compared to LA weed or West Coast weed.
No.
Nothing.
My favorite Colorado so far.
Some okay stuff once in a while.
I get the haze and the orange and all that stuff. And the cookies, yeah. My girl, I get her cookies all the time.
Cookies.
A lot of my people, the brotherhood I belong to, they have different avenues of merch, I guess, and they do a lot of things. So I'm always good. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I can't imagine, dude. New York's probably got to be fucking one of the dopest places to be.
It's listen.
I drove through like Christmas time, but I didn't stay. Like it was when you were posting that video about you were like stopping a fight in traffic.
Oh yeah, that was on tour. Yeah. We didn't even get on the bridge yet to get out of New York.
If I knew you were in there, like if I could have gotten to New York several hours earlier and known you were playing a show, I'd have been there for sure.
Yeah, listen, we will be playing. We'll be touring hard. That's why I'm trying to do the Diablo Fest as a tour. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get like a New York hardcore band, like Sick and Raw, be like Danny Diablo, and be like Head PE and Compound Kings, like that. You know, Force 5 All Star. I'm gonna try to get something like that to hit the next summer. So I want to do more.
I guarantee you, Texas would be interested.
Oh, yeah, everyone would be interested. It'd be good. It'd be great. You know?
Without a doubt.
All right, so I noticed the other day watching your podcast, which is a trip too. because you're a podcaster too. But you were doing this before the quarantine sessions.
Yes.
That's where it put me at more like pressure. I was like, "Fuck, dude, Annie's a podcaster."
I did one yesterday with John Joseph of the Cro-Mags.
Okay.
And Jerry X of the Dead Crew, who I signed to Ill Rock Records. I have a label. I had a label called Ill Rock Records, and Ill Rock Records was more of like as me. Then I had my boy Diggy Ill Rock. He's like a mixer and producer. So I was like, now I also have a it's more of a lane. Like Suicidal Soldiers Army, like that suicide, like it's more of a lane. I have a real label called E-Train Records, and I signed a band called Concrete Dream, and they're like trap metal. They're like rap, like almost like Limp Bizkit mixed with POD, but hard. Right? So
okay,
Concrete Dream. Look at it. They have 3 videos out. It's dope.
All right.
Dope. They're hard as hell.
Looking forward to it.
Definitely, please. Like that. I want to get the singer of the band, Jeremiah Mayhem, is amazing. He looks like he's a Puerto Rican Irish kid. He looks like a trap Axl Rose. So, yo, man, he's fucking amazing. He's fucking amazing. It sounds like POD is, it's hard. I like it. They're young kids, man. So he can rap too hard. So
good to see it's carrying on.
Yeah, me too. Thank God.
I think it's going to be good when everybody comes back. I think from a historical standpoint, like it's going to be epic because you're going to get to see, like you said, it's probably going to be a lot of fests.
Yeah,
so
people
so
come back.
Combinations of music, like there's going to be so much going on. I don't know if it's like Woodstock-ish, you know what I mean? But it'll have that moment in time.
I just like in Europe, all the summertimes, all festivals, and it's the most amazing experience I ever had for being in a band. That's why I love going with my band Scarhead or Crown Thorns. And like Scarhead, we've been touring for years, and it's crazy how many people love Scarhead and Crown Thorns. But we play Scarhead. I played a festival. We performed, and we had to go across the whole fucking festival to see Dilated Peoples. So so I was Rocket Science. Had me on stage. He was like, "This is the reason why I do music." So I was like, he named his solo album "Crown of Thorns" off of my first band. So it was like 50,000 people. It felt great. You know what I mean? 50,000 people clapping their hands too. So I played that. I remember one time I played with Atari Teenage Riots, Beyonce, Beanie Man. It was all in one. It was crazy. It was like nuts. We had 5,000 people in our tents for Scarhead, but Beyonce just had like 50,000 people. But still, we played at the same festival. It was crazy, Yeah, it was crazy.
I think the biggest festival I ever went to was Ozfest 2000.
Oh, that shit's great. I love Ozfest. I used to go with
Biscuit was on that one, right?
Hatebreed. I used to go with Hatebreed all the time.
There was that was the first year that Black Sabbath was officially going to retire. Yeah. It was when he was still doing it always at the end in San Bernardino because that's where Randy Rhoads had died.
Yeah, he got in a plane crash. Fucked up. It's a fucked up story. He crashed right hit the tour bus. It was fucked up. Yeah, so Randy Rhoads was amazing. I love Randy Rhoads, and I also like Jake E. Lee. So he was so dope with the Ultimate Sin where he played. I love Ozzy, bro.
Yeah, Ozzy's a shit, man. It was great, even if he was hobbling across the stage and shit. It was pretty dope. But it was crazy too because like Pantera got booed off stage.
Why?
They got booed off stage.
Why would they get booed?
Zombie killed it.
Oh, Rob Zombie's dope too.
I had to catch Ozfest in whatever year it was free, like 2008, I think.
Really?
It was supposed to be like the last one or whatever, and they gave everybody, you could just like buy tickets online for free.
That's cool.
And my homeboy used to go in Phoenix.
The Living Dead Girls got an Ozfest trap story.
Okay, so Oddfest in 2003, they got booed off stage. They were on the small stage, They got things thrown at them and booed off stage. Dude was in like these skin tight black jeans that looked like they were made for chicks. Like it was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
That's sad. Oh man, poor guy.
I couldn't even, man. Yeah, I don't know what I do if I got booed off stage and shit. I'd probably just drop trowel and tell them to kiss my ass. I'd go out punk rock with it and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
just be like, I got your money. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that's what I would do. But yeah.
Hey, and here's my links too. Get them tattooed on your ass and shit. Fucking bend over and shit, and that's where you can find me. Anyway. Okay, so watching your podcast.
Yeah.
I saw you were talking about watching different shows you're watching and stuff, and I heard you say Sopranos, which is a great show. Well, I started making me think a little bit. Like, you're from the East Coast, we're from out on the West Coast. Like, did you see what do you think is better movies, gangster-wise? More that West Coast type or more the East Coast type? Because you got more like the Italian ones. And you got more
Oh no! To me, it's a whole different world because when I moved to LA, I lived there for eight years. You know?
Yeah.
I moved out there when I got signed by Travis Barker. So when I got into the world of LA, because the dudes all the guys I've met first were Serenios, right? So
yeah,
I would they teach me what my boys were like. That my boys were other guys are bikers. They tell me. Then I was like, it's a whole fucked up politics out of the Mexican. It was like all crazy shit. And I got more. Then I saw the movie I love from the West Coast is Shot Caller. There's a movie called Shot Caller. Listen, it's the most realistic LA fucking jail movie called Shot Caller, and it's so amazing. So that and American Me and Blood In Blood Out, those are the three movies I love out there. But it's cool everything. It's cool everything, and I love what's it called? Colors was amazing. I love that shit was amazing. Also, Boys in the Hood. You know what I mean? That was fucking amazing. What's the other one with
What y'all think about Belly?
But it was like a music video. It was, but gangster movies, real gangster movies. Godfather. And that's like Casino shit. That's real shit. That's like those people are people like from my neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's Queens. Right here. But I tell people all the time, I've been all over the world, and you see real gangsters, the people in Europe, the real like bikers and gangsters, Turkish people. But I see the gangster rappers or some whatever. Those guys don't scare me at all, except for these people in my neighborhood. I got a guy in my neighborhood. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's like 72 years old, and when he looks at me, I walk the other way.
Yeah.
For some reason, since a little kid, he's always looking at me. I'm like, this guy would kill me in 2 seconds. And not even care. Like, still like drink coffee. He's like he's still gangster.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you can't ask somebody from New York like West Coast or East Coast gangster. Like New York City gangster is a whole other type of gangster that ain't nobody fucking with.
No, there's a dude. This dude was 72 years old, 73, and SWAT broke into his house, and he had because he had a ankle brace. And he goes, "Oh, I'm just an old man." I was like, "Yeah, man, that motherfucker." They were waiting to kill that motherfucker. They were like, "Just do it, move." Oh man, that guy is fucking evil.
So I'm gonna turn you on to these if you ain't seen him. Have you heard of Guy Ritchie? He's a director. He's
yeah. Madonna's ex-husband.
Have you watched his 3 movies?
Snap. Yeah.
Dude,
yeah. Well, the best one was the one with Benicio del Toro, the Hasidics. They robbed the diamonds in the beginning. Snatch. Remember the gangster, Jewish gangster? The guy, he goes, fuck England. Like, that's like a real Jewish guy. Like, that's his style. That actor he's that actor was really a cop in Chicago, Italian guy. I forget his name, but he played the Jewish gangster in that movie. And he goes,
And he
"Fuck
fucking
English."
nailed it.
Yeah, he's hard, but that's how it was. Like, and people make all these jokes and stuff. I'm like, yo, in New York City, all the gangsters were the Irish were the hard street fighters, right? You'll fuck with, but and back in the days, the syndicate, the mob guys, the hitmen were Jews and Italians. That's what it was. Murder Inc. was all Jewish. OG, Lepke and Gura, they were the Murder Inc. Those two guys from Brooklyn. They both got the electric chair. First people get electric chair gangsters in New York City, and they were the first. They're doing a movie about them, but they were so ill. These guys, they would kill everyone. Murder Inc. You know what I mean? Bugsy Siegel, man, that's straight Jewish gangster. They fuck. You know what I mean? So,
what did you think of Black Mass though? Whitey Bulger. Black Mass. Whitey Bulger.
Yeah. All right, hold on a second. First of all, when I was living in California when they busted him in Malibu, wherever they busted him, they caught him. Santa Monica, they caught him. I was living right over there. I was like, I can't believe this guy. Yeah, and the only way he got caught was a fucking bitch fucking rat him out. So if he would have just cut ties with that and just did his own thing, he would have been gone, bro. No, that guy was evil as fuck. that's a crazy Irish motherfucker. Like you grow up with Irish guys in my neighborhood, or from doing business, and someone who has those eyes, that's him. They're just straight stone cold killers. You know?
Right.
No, there's just so many people up in New York too. Like
there was one guy, I forgot his name, Mad Dog. You ever heard of Mad Dog?
2020.
No. The guy, Hitman, his name Mad Dog something, Irish last name, from Woodhaven, from where my mom lives over here in Queens. He just died of cancer, but he was in jail. He was a hitman and he killed everybody in New York in the 70s. He was so fucking. This guy was hard from Woodhaven, and the other guy who got the other guy from Woodhaven is an Albanian guy. He's out now. He's out right now. Vlad did the whole thing on him, and he had beat with John Gotti. He was like, fuck John Gotti. But he grew up with they called Woodhaven Death Haven, all the mob kids. Like they were like, yo, Gotti couldn't, John Gotti's son couldn't come down to Jamaica Avenue there because they ran it, these guys. So they became boys. But he went in for jail. It was a whole big thing. He's out, and I think they just like he's out. And no, he's like no one's gonna do anything. But he went to a titty bar, a strip club in Queens, and they chased him out of the strip club. He jumped into the water. They were gonna kill him, but yeah, that's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is. They didn't care.
So
yeah.
Albania. My next kid to be born into Grand Theft Auto. I should move.
It's crazy. I love the fact that I did music and I do music. Other people have no other way out. You know what I mean? So they got caught up and stay home and they do what they know how to do, and that's why they go to jail. And fucking, it's hard. It's hard if you're from that world and you're trying to get out. It's hard. You know what I mean? Some guys you can't even get out of that world, really. You know what I mean? So only death in prison. That's all it is. So thank God for music. You know what I mean?
Shit, yeah, man. Music, I think, saved us all. Everyone here on this show.
Yeah.
Did you ever catch To Kill the Irishman?
Yes. You know what? I like that movie. I know it was a little too long. I just thought the scenes with Robert De Niro beating up the guy looked cheesy. Like when he's kicking the guy, he looked too old. He got a body double in there, so to beat him up together.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I haven't seen it, but I don't think I could sit there and watch. You gotta watch it because a lot of parts are good, but some parts are ass.
This is actually a different movie. This is about the dude from
Danny Green.
Yeah,
I know. I seen them all.
2 times.
I seen them all.
That motherfucker.
That guy was, but he did the same thing while he Bulger did. He was like dropping dimes. Right, so it's good movie. Like that guy played perfect Danny Green.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, and what's that? Christopher Walken played the Jewish gangster with the money. Remember? Yeah. that was good. Yeah.
And once his name played his cop friend and shit, fucking Val Kilmer.
Yes. They grew up. They grew up together. They grew up playing basketball. Yeah.
Yeah. That motherfucker's an underrated actor, Val Kilmer.
Yeah, now he looks so fucked up, bro. He must be doing a lot of drugs because he's fucked up looking.
He looks whacked up.
Yo, he looks so crazy. If you put up Val Kilmer 2019 right now, image on it, yo, you're gonna cry.
Oh.
It's weird. He must be on pills and shit because I don't know. He's old already. Motherfucker's old. He looks insane.
I used to always get him and Kurt Russell confused.
Both Kurt Russell
and Christian Slater, of all people. All three of them. Like,
Snake Plissken.
Yes.
Escape from New York, one of my best films, best movies. Big Trouble in Little China. I love that. Kurt Russell's the best.
Without doubt.
For somebody 5'4".
And who was the one? Which one was in Roadhouse?
Oh, that was Dirty Dancing. Patrick Swayze. Ah, don't choke on the eye. Hit him with a choke, do his choke out. Rip his throat out.
I mean, like, realistically, like, the first look I ever had at New York was Escape from New York.
That was great. Adria Babone. She said, "Yo, that was a great movie."
I was like, that's probably what this is like.
My early influence with New York was Kids.
Oh, man.
That's when people started realizing I don't want to get hit by a skateboard.
That's right. That
was the predecessor to the curb.
Rest in peace, Harold Hunter. He's in Kids. I got it tattooed over here. I know since a little kid. I know all the skateboard kids. I knew my boy Peter Beasie's in that movie. Also, his brother was a DMX brother. My DMX brother. He died in Mexico. But fucking kids. I know all those people. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
Yeah. That too. Hey, I feel like I'm in good company right now because one of the bad things I always say is I lose my train of thought and I go butt fucking. I heard you say butt fucking right now too, so I ain't the only one. I feel like I'm in good company, but fucking. Yeah. Well,
it's easy. It just rolls off the tongue for you, huh, Mike?
Don't worry.
I heard it too.
Elvis sitting here listening in.
I have to behave. Scribble told me I better not fuck this up. Fucking Scribble. Fucking guy.
Scribble's a good guy. Scribble's a talented motherfucker.
He is.
In 2 years, Scribble will be on top of the whole underground scene. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
I don't doubt it, dude. Every track I hear him on kills. That wasn't he on that duffel bag with Chucky Chuck?
Was he? I think he was.
No, man. Everybody was on that. Like Bizarre, I think, was even on it.
I was supposed to be on that track. I don't know what the fuck happened.
What?
Yeah.
See, I've been thinking Nomads needs to throw together another album. And
shout out to Insane Poetry.
Without a doubt. That dude's been in. I found out here on the couch first. He used to work with Vanilla Ice. Like, he's been around forever, man.
Yo, listen.
Killing it the whole time.
Another legend.
I have a group called the GLD Casket Company. GLD Casket. It's me, my boy Chubby God, a rapper. Yo, listen, you got Chubby God. Amazing. And my boy Lord Jewish, he takes all my old hardcore beats and we flip them to hip hop beats. And we have an album. We just finished an album, and I got Insane Poetry on it. Insane Poetry.
What?
Insane Poetry. I forgot. Roz Dillon's.
Oh,
Roz Dillon's. And we get Ito, and Snack the Ripper. So all gonna be on the album. So I also have another group called Spick for me and Joe Fado and Big Lito, and we got Tragedy Gaddafi on it and Scammed Us. But Spick is Joe Fado is the one who's on Live at the Barbecue with Nas. He's the one that found Nas, and him,
Nice.
yeah, Joe Fatal. Look up Joe Fatal, and it's me, Joe Fatal, and Big Lito. Joe Fatal and Big Lito, and check it out. Google Joe Fatal. You'll bug out. So that's two things I know. Joe Fatal. JoeFatal.
Okay.
He works with Large Professor and stuff like that. He has songs with Large Professor. Dope. Old school rap. Old school New York rap.
Nice. What else we got, Danny? Oh, before we move on, I did want to shout him out. I mentioned him, Scribble. Much love, fucker.
Scribble.
He's one of my original fans. Fucking, he keeps shit honest with me. He don't worry about my feelings. I love you, fucker. I'm still gonna fucking pee touch you in LA. I'm just saying, Scribble. He called me a bitch one day, so I told him I have to pee touch him now.
Damn.
Right? Some West Coast shit right there. Butt fucking. So,
That got deep.
he told me not to bring on Mr. Kitty Love him, so I'm not doing it to Danny.
All right.
Not doing it to him.
So what else you want to talk about, guys?
I don't know what else you want to talk about, bud.
I got
a book.
I got on the new record that just dropped today. With me and Mars, Devils and Demons, we got mad shit going on. We got a Vinny Paz on it. We got so many so many fucking people on this record. I always forget. West Nile, I Am ROC, Rock, Lex the Hexmaster.
Okay.
I forgot Slain is on it. What's the other kid from G-Moski's on it? Shout out to G-Moski. Shout out to Slain. Shout out to Vinny Paz is on it. Shout out to fucking the GRP's on it. Shout out to fucking it's all crazy, man. It's a crazy dope album, man, and I'm happy about that, right? So
that's good, man. Did y'all record it like? I mean, I'm sure it was sent around back and forth, or were y'all in the studio together?
No, we had some stuff back and forth, but me and Mars went out to Milwaukee for 1 week, and fucking we did it. We did it.
See, that's what nailed it with the Nomads record as well. Like, DRB was just saying that
you have to, you have to.
They recorded that all together in sessions, like.
Yeah, that's the best feeling. It's more natural.
When you're sitting there together collaborating on it, like not just through email and shit.
Yeah, it's more organic.
Yes, without a doubt. And that's cool. You and Mars linked up on all those tracks and put that shit out. It's
you technically, Danny, are officially the last Force 5 artist that I've had on my show, because technically I had Mars on when I interviewed Donnie.
Yeah.
He just kind of sat in the background eating cereal, staring menacingly.
Acting like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I got to see who's on this. I'm trying to get everyone's real. I'm writing down who's on the record. Devils.
all up on yours.
Just the people that the features. Yeah.
How's that fly?
I got it pulled up now, I think. Yeah, here's the list. I got.
Yeah, who's on it?
You got Mars.
Yes.
Well, obviously Mars. Yes. Lex the Hexmaster.
Yes.
The DRP.
Yes.
You have. Is that Gorilla Voltage?
Gorilla Voltage. Shout out, listen. Shout out to Gorilla Voltage, nicest guys, bro. And I hit them up and they're like, "Yo, we love Scarhead." I was like, "Yo, yeah," and they killed it that hard, bro.
Right?
No, without a doubt.
Gorilla Voltage. Oh man, thank you for that. I would have forgot that. Thank God.
Who else?
West Nile. He killed it.
Niles, yes.
Yo, go everyone out there. Go to West Nile, Google West Nile, check out. He's from Newark, New Jersey. I call him, he's my son. We always joke around with my son, but he was my hype man. And now he's a dope artist. He's doper than anyone, bro. He's so dope. That song me and him do with Mars, oh my God, it's the best song, bro. And DJ presents the thing, so dope.
All right, fuck yeah. So you want to
shit, man? Like that's what I've listened to so far has been.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you so much, bro.
Anytime, man.
Absolutely. Without Gringo, I'd miss on so much music. He listens to way much more than I ever get a chance to.
I get to drive, man, dude. I'm all the way in Columbus right now from Texas, so.
Oh, you drive?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Well, I drive and then work and where the fuck ever. So.
Pretty much.
Dope.
A lot of it's fucking, that's where I get a lot of streaming in.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah. Other than that, I fucking grabbed the physicals. I slept on the fucking pre-order because COVID got it down real quick, you know? No money was coming in. Back to work now, fucking back to buying merch and shit. So.
Thank you. Yo, thank you guys. It's like I'm really proud of this record. So just like, it's also the artwork is cool. The artwork, the merch, everything's cool with this whole thing. You know, so
it is.
It's I was checking out the merch. I tagged the Living Dead girl in one post. I was like,
Christmas is coming.
She couldn't find her Crown of Thorns shirt to wear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, I didn't even know.
So you want to do some shout outs or do anything?
What?
I said, do you want to do any shout outs or anything before we end out? We're about at our hour.
No, I would like to give you guys a shout out for even hitting me up. Thank you so much, bro, man. Thank you so much, guys. And also I want to give a shout out to all the juggalos out there, all the Subnoid soldiers out there, all the misfits that don't belong anywhere else. Come to us, the New York hardcore scene, this hard music scene, underground music scene. So it's us against the world, guys. You know, just like support each other, and that's all. But that's it. You know what I mean, support each other,
right?
And it's life is it can be short and sweet, or it can be fucking long and miserable. It's up to you. See what it is to do with it, right? So thank you so much, guys. I would like to tell my fans to go to my Instagram, Danny Diablo _DMS. Go to Danny Diablo fan page on Facebook. Go to Danny Diablo on Twitter. Go to DannyDiabloMerch.com, and you can grab all my merch. DannyDiabloMerch.com, or you go to GenerationRecords.BigCartel.com and get my New York hardcore hats. My company.
Yeah, those are badass, bro.
See, it's called the New York Hardcore Streetwear, and I sell it. I sell all the stuff online at DannyDiabloMerch.com. Also, t-shirts and everything. So, New York Hardcore Streetwear. That's my company.
Legit.
Right.
I dig it.
You're always welcome to come back on, brother. I'm glad you came on.
Thank you. Next time I come along with my band Spick and fucking or Chubby God, GLZ Cats Company, and we have a good time, brother. Right?
Okay, sounds good, man.
Thank you, guys.
Sounds like a great time, man. Excellent.
Peace.
All right, out.
Bye.
TJ Gonzo, Gringo, Living Dead Girl. That was one of the only Danny Diablo. I'm at on still. Like, it's crazy we get to have these fantastic artists. Come on. He's a bundle of fucking energy. Fucking it was awesome to have him on.
That was excellent. That was.
So we're going to jump off. It's the couch. We're going to stop recording. Go home. Go to sleep. Go pet a cat. Go love your wife.